if I thought about performing, it'd probably really scare me, but standing out there, most of these years I've gone out and performed by myself. Then there's a really large hole you gotta fill. And I just scratch my head a lot, light up cigarettes, and tell about a half of a story and then go into a song. I got kind of an unusual Christmas present a couple of years back. I got a divorce for Christmas. So I went out and bought an electric train because I never had one before. I brought it back home and nailed it to the dining room table. Because I could.
This new record came about in part because, as I understand it, you knew over the years that you had some fans in Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Well, I just heard here and there over the years that some of the guys in the Heartbreakers were fans of my music, and that they'd come to different shows, but I never really got to meet them. I saw Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers back in, geez, about in '79 or something, down in Lakeland, Florida. And it was a great show.
And it's, oh, Daddy, get off of your knees. Mama, why'd you have to go? Your darling Jim is out on a limb. Put my picture in a picture show. Whoa, whoa, my picture in a picture show.
You've written a few songs with Mellencamp. What was that like to work with him as a songwriter?
But John's real quick on with anything. Anytime I've been in the studio with him, John Mellencamp's always like, he knows what he's going for, and it's the same thing when he's writing a song. It's either right there or it isn't.
John Prine comes and stays at my house, and I never see him. Stayed at my house a week one time, I never saw him the whole time he was there. He would leave notes on my door. Well, I guess I missed you today, I'll catch you tomorrow. But his time schedule, my time schedule are completely opposite. I get up at 8 and go to bed at 11, and he gets up at 11 and goes to bed at 8.
Tell us the story of your famous first reviewer.
Oh, well, I was playing in that same club, the Fifth Peg, and Roger Ebert had just started writing the movie column for Chicago Sun-Times, and Roger Ebert had been to a movie theater near the Fifth Peg, and besides the movie being really bad, the popcorn was really salty. So he left the theater, didn't even watch the whole movie, and came over and got a beer at the Fifth Peg. The next day, instead of writing the movie up, it was like the Friday weekend thing of the Chicago Sun-Times. He ran a picture of me, and the byline was, singing mailman delivers the message. And after that, I had like standing room only in this club for the next 3 months.
And it wasn't much longer before you got a record deal. Can you tell the story of how you and your late great pal Steve Goodman got your record deals?
Steve Goodman says, you ever been to New York City before? And I says, no. And he says, so let's go. So we just went, picked up our bags and went, took our guitars. We flew into LaGuardia and picked up a Village Voice, and we looked in there and saw that Chris Christopherson was playing down in the Village. Chris, being the guy he was, put us both up on stage for 3 songs apiece. And the audience was mainly press and record company people, execs from other record companies that had come to see Chris, and all music people. And 12 hours after I got offered a record contract, Steve Goodman got offered a record contract. So we both went home 2 days later with, like, returning to Chicago, like, with record contracts under our arms, you know. It was all pretty neat.
With this record, The Missing Years, you've taken it to another level, though. You know, this time the record's getting written about everywhere. You've made a video. It's actually in all the stores.
Well, we're not going to go away.